What's good? It's your boy DDG, and I just did an interview on the Zach Sang Show talking about my album. Make sure you check it out.
Hi, beautiful human. I'm Zach. That's Dan, and welcome to the studio. 25 years old.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
DDG.
Woo.
Do you feel that really, genuinely? Like when you say that, do you mean that you're getting old?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you haven't done enough in 25 years on this earth?
I mean, I feel like I did a lot.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but I still feel like it's a lot more that I can do.
Is that scary or exciting when you look at that? Really thinking that you've done so much, yet there's so much longer left.
It's exciting, actually. You know, it's like playing GTA, but you ain't finished all the missions yet.
I really wanted to understand your rise, and you make music, but you also used YouTube in a really unique way, and it gave platform to records that go on to change your life. Like, is it fair to say like Lettuce is a record that changes things for you? No?
I didn't. Well, it was cool. It was just like the first song I popped out with calling it a real. I'm really approaching music. You know what I mean?
That shit did 500,000 views in an hour or something stupid. That was big.
Yeah, but it was just, I don't know. It was just something that I just wanted to really. I wanted to get a feature and put them on the song and pop out with a big rap feature. You know, coming from YouTube and doing diss tracks and whatever I was doing. You know, it was. I feel like that was just I don't know. It didn't change my life though.
Yeah. It
was just my initial approach.
But does it reset the bar for success? Because you mentioned you did diss tracks. You did one against Lil Yachty. That pops off, but it doesn't pop off like this. And it's also not attached to anybody but you.
Yeah.
And then obviously a feature of your choosing.
Yeah.
So does it change what success means in terms of data wise?
I mean, I guess certain data means more than others, right?
Yeah, 500,000 in an hour, that has to do something with the bar for success.
Yeah, I mean, that was good for me in terms of being an artist. You know what I mean? Versus doing a diss track on Yachty, which obviously is trolling. You know what I'm saying? It's it's cool for YouTube. It's cool for the moment. That's all I was doing it for. But when I dropped Lettuce, it was I'm dropping this because I want to get streams on Spotify. I want to build my Apple Music up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the purpose was different.
Yeah.
So as we go into this new album that just came this weekend, do you strategically time it to line up with your birthday?
I did. It was supposed to drop in August.
What happened?
But it was just a bunch of delays. Music got so much business and paperwork behind it. Pushed it all back. So it's supposed to come out way earlier than this, but I'm kind of glad that I kind of waited a little longer. Ended up being a good date for me.
And we're talking about assembling some insane features and collaborations. Really, I mean, am I
No.
I'm right? This is crazy.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is while I was listening and I was going through all of this, I was wondering what is it do you ask yourself in any of this why these artists choose to lend their talent to you and to your records?
I feel like a lot of artists, I can cuss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of artists fuck with me. So there's they show love when I feel like that's with anybody I meet though. You know, anybody I meet and I kick it with and I get a chance to really connect and it's not just on some business shit, then it's people oh, this is a cool ass dude. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when I send them a song, I'm sending them my best. I'm sending them me rapping, going bar for bar. So it's you don't want to under rap me. So you gonna give me your best verse. Cause my fans, they gonna say DDG carried or blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's you gotta come hard when you hop on a song with me.
But the fact that they even respond, I mean, and they choose, it is validating and really fucking cool. And I don't know, it's Polo G. I mean, fucking Gunna, YG. You've collaborated with some of the biggest rappers out there. That is I don't know. Do you feel eventually the want to do that for somebody else?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been featured on songs before. It's just, I'm very selective of who I feature with. So, but yeah, for sure.
Why'd you want Polo G and NLE Choppa on 9 Lives? Because that is like a very personal song.
Yeah, I mean, at first it was just me on it, but then as I started listening to it more, because I got a second verse on there that I took off to put features on there, but I just feel like the song was more powerful with all three of us on it, and we coming from kind of like the same struggle in a way, so it kind of made sense.
In the song, you say you miss the struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You say, is it weird that I miss the struggle? Why do you miss that?
I just feel like life was a little more simpler, Not that I'm not enjoying my life now. It's just, it was a little more simple. It was, it was less stress on working every day. Like, I feel like I work every day.
It's your birthday. You're working today.
You know what I'm saying? I work every single day. So it's like, it's not that I don't like working, but it's like, I feel like back then it was more genuine people. It was just, it's more like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like I don't know how to explain it. It's just easier when you're not in a position where millions and millions of other people looking at you.
Well, on top of that, in the song, you talk about how you're basically taking care of so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Like back then, I'm sure it was just kind of a fun side job, and now it's like, wait a minute, this is my career. I'm taking care of all my family.
Yeah.
Does it feel like that when you're making music nowadays?
I mean, not necessarily, because my whole family, everybody eating now.
Yeah.
So it's like everybody got their own source of revenue. I don't have to be the person to like put my family on no more. Mm-hmm. So it's like, that's the beauty of it. I feel like that's more powerful than anything. Showing somebody how to make money instead of giving them money, you know? Right. So it's like they can keep doing it for themselves.
That's really incredibly valuable. Can you just like expand on that a little bit, just out of personal interest? Like, and do you, siblings, family members, do you invest in ideas, businesses that,
no,
how do you help them?
My whole family do YouTube.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Even my 6-year-old nephew got a channel with like 400,000 subscribers. Like, everybody, they do their own thing. So that's what I knew how to do. I can't teach somebody how to go mine for oil and make $10 billion. You know what I'm saying? But I can show you how to, create a fan base on YouTube and monetize it and do this and that and build your social media. I'm like a social media expert when it comes to shit like that.
So you've been making music your entire life, like at least writing, from my understanding. Is that true? Mm-hmm. What changes in you that makes you want to go from creating content of the moment and really doing your thing on YouTube to actually wanting to pursue this in a legitimate fashion, in a way that gets the interest of, again, some of the biggest artists in the game?
I mean, I don't know. I just been around it my entire life. My dad was like an engineer back in our hometown, Pontiac, and we had like our own little home studio. I always been around music, and it's always been like a passion of mine that I just never really truly pursued, because I was in college. I was focused on school and stuff, and I was just having fun making these little videos. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then I got like a $200 check. It was my first check. It was $200 from Google AdSense. And I quit my job at the time. I was working at TJ Maxx. And then from that point forward, I'm like, damn, I'm finna see how big I can make this shit go. So I just kept focusing on that. And then I got more, like I started doing like the little diss tracks, having fun or whatever, and I realized how popular it was and how people was gravitating towards every time I did a diss track, or whether I'm just joking or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. I feel like I can really tackle the music now. I got this huge fan base. Everyone loves me. They gonna watch. They gonna go follow wherever I'm at. They gonna be interested in anything I do. So this is the perfect time for me to introduce this crossover to the music world. So I did that, and it just went up quick.
What do you learn from creating content for YouTube that you actually apply today in the music that you make, and even this last album that we've just been given?
Really like consistency and you know, just taking control. Because, you know, being like on YouTube and shit, it's like you're your own independent contractor, you're your own boss. It's like you make your own hours, you do what you want. So I just come from independence. I know what it's like to not depend, like being signed to a major label. I know what it's like not to depend on them and get it done myself and then bring it to them and be like, okay, this is what we doing, you know.
Is that, by the way, like even as to how this interview is set up was very much in that manner, which I respect because, you know, in that moment, like you got everybody at the label reaching out simultaneous to you guys already doing your thing.
Yeah.
So like by you making the first move, you know, it's like.
Yeah, it kind of make them.
Yeah,
pick up on it too. You know?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
They work in overdrive the second that you're doing something that they really should be doing.
Oh yeah.
It just makes it clear and obvious. So that independence, as it relates to music, who do you go to get feedback on what you create? Do you have one producer that you work with from record to record? Do you share it with your dad? Like, how does that work?
Nah, I play it around my friends, you know, family, management, my team and shit like that. You know, just seeing what people like and what they don't like. And I'm just my own critic. Like in my car, I literally 98% of the time I only listen to me. So it's like I do that not out of like cockiness or nothing, but to see if I'm enjoying my own music, you know. And it's not like some music I done made back then, I can't listen to it right now because like it's not that good. But I got to a point where I listen to myself so much, I know exactly what I want. I know what I like to listen to. So it's like if I like it, I know somebody else like it. So I just listen to myself most of the time.
How are beats coming to you?
It depends. Like sometimes recently I've been doing like going on YouTube and search up beats.
I fucking think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And like giving back.
I feel like the producers on YouTube are sometimes more talented than, you know, the huge mega producers. Cause I feel like when somebody get to a mega producer level, their creativity kind of dumbed down in a way because they got a team now. They got another motherfucker making the beat for them, and they just adding a tag on it. They just throwing a little drum on it. The people on YouTube was grinding. You know what I mean? They making beats every single day, and they just uploading and trying to build that fan base on YouTube, and they making fire beats. So lately I've been going on YouTube, finding Instagram, hit them up. You know what I'm saying? And they usually hit me back like the next 10 minutes, get the business done, and it'd be my beat. That's
like a full circle moment in the coolest fucking way, but also it keeps you ahead. Mm-hmm. Like what's being made in basements by people who are younger and upload to the internet every day is where we're actually going.
That's what I'm saying.
And the best fucking DJs in the world run farm systems where they literally are hearing what children halfway on the other side of the globe are making, you know?
Yeah, and like overseas too. Like
huge.
They make the best beats come from like Europe, all the way overseas.
Dude, Brazil.
Yeah.
Fucking, I know DJs, and they've admitted on our show, like they literally will listen to kids who are making stuff all, again, on the other side of the planet. Mm-hmm. And either they'll buy it or that's what inspires what they end up doing.
Yeah.
It's a really cool source of inspiration that only the internet would give us access to.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you craft your rhymes? Do you go in with knowing what you want to do and what story you want to tell?
I don't. I go in blind, man. I just go in the studio, see what I'm feeling, hear the beat, and just go for it.
Do you mumble first, or what do you?
Yeah, I like mumble, like, and try to get like the melody, and then I just fill it with words.
Got it.
And if I get stuck, then I'll write. But I feel like the best music comes from freestyling.
I get that.
Yeah.
Do you have to enter into a certain headspace?
Nah. I just gotta kind of like get rid of all distractions, focus on the beat, focus on making a good song. Sometimes like I get through the first hook, get through the verse, and then I get my brain to get a little tired. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I gotta like take a step back and, you know, get back into that grind mode and finish the rest of the song.
When you're working with Apollo G or a Gunna, do you guys go back and forth on their verses? Do you give notes or do you
they like, you know, them.
They want to up you. So
they gave me the best already. So it's like, You know, and I feel like that's, as an artist, even me, like, I don't like when somebody tell me they ain't like a verse that I gave to them or something. So you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why I don't say that back. But I haven't got a bad verse from especially somebody at that caliber. Yeah.
It's not me. It's you as the album.
It's not you. It's me.
No, it's not me. It's you.
It's you.
Oh fuck! I read it wrong. Never mind. Everybody forget I said that.
It's not me. It's you.
Mm-hmm.
Is the album? Is there a story you were like trying to tell?
Yeah, it's kind of like, initially it was like relationship based, like, you know, basically pointing the finger at the opposite party and saying, you know, it's not my fault that me and you not seeing eye to eye. It's your fault, you know. But I also applied it to my music, where it's like, I feel like if people not liking my music, it's not me as an artist. I feel like I'm evolving. I feel like I make great music. It's just you not wanting to give it a chance.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool way to rationalize it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like people don't give you a fair shot?
For sure not. I feel like I'm just coming from it's not a foreign platform. Every music video gets uploaded on YouTube. But it's like, it's foreign in terms of like crossing over and going platinum and
Totally.
making XXL freshman and doing all these different like accolades and shit. Like, even with XXL, I got like 10th spot. You know what I mean? It was like a fan voted spot. But I'm like, there's other people y'all putting on here that, you know, I've been doing this shit going even harder than them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's just something that I struggle with as an artist, like going from the YouTube platform.
So,
Like, is there even a difference between a rapper and a YouTube rapper? I know people throw that label out there, but I'm like, what's the difference?
It ain't one. It's just, I'm like kind of like the main person that's gonna take all the heat for it, because I'm like damn near the only one that's like very successful at you know what I'm saying, going crossing over to the traditional music. So it's like, I gotta take that heat.
but what are fans of the genre looking for when it comes to who they choose to classify as a real rapper and who isn't? Like, I'm just so confused by that.
I mean, I don't get it either. I understand it because I understand it in a way because, you know, I was still am very big on YouTube. I get it. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a different, especially in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? If I was making like pop music, something like that, I feel like it'll be way more light on me. It'd be like, okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? They kind of go with YouTube in a way. You know what I mean? But when you making real rap and they see me living like, man, I might do something that's a little childish or a little, you know what I'm saying, on the internet with my family or some shit, and they look at that like, damn, how you doing this? And you rapping all hard right here. But they don't know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not finna display no real shit on no YouTube channel.
Yeah. Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
100%.
Yeah, so it's like, YouTube is a kid-friendly platform. It's really for kids. Like, it's not for, I mean, we get on it every day. We watch music videos and everything on there, but it's primarily for kids, you know? And I think people forget that it's like, I don't know, YouTube literally changed my life. So it's not something that I can really be like, you know, fuck YouTube. I love YouTube.
Totally. But I could also make the case that, like, you are keeping hip hop relevant to a whole different generation.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a lot of great artists that are in hip hop that are in your same age range, and they all make music and they do their thing. But you seem to be a quality example to be setting, and like incredible artists, but also keeping it relevant. I can't comprehend. And also, like, and this has been the case forever. And like, we have an array of artists on the show. We've had a bunch of rappers on the show. And I ask, my curiosity still remains the same, because some of them have been kind of not like cast aside, but you haven't been cast aside by the hip hop community because you have a bunch of cosigns.
Mm-hmm.
So like, have you been on the Breakfast Club?
Oh, that's supposed to be.
Like, do they fuck with you?
Yeah, I think that's like next week.
Like, who are the gatekeepers in hip hop? Like, who determines if you're cool or not?
I don't know, man.
The internet?
Yeah, but the internet
It's
thinks you're
really,
cool.
Yeah, the internet thinks I'm cool I feel like now I'm at a position now where everybody is starting to like, the heat is like coming off of me a little bit.
Good.
Like, okay, he making great music.
Yeah, this fucking album's awesome.
But I think the music is introducing you to new people, because I gotta be honest, like I'm not big on the internet, and like I didn't really know who you were until the music.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot of things. It's a lot of people like that. But I feel like it's more people that know me from the internet. They know my face. Like it's some people, like I play Moonwalking in Calabasas and they have no idea that that's my song. And that song went double platinum.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's cool, you know? And then there's some people that know it's my song, but they know it because they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a I don't know, it's like, you never know who listening these days, so you really don't know. But
where does Moonwalking in Calabasas fall in, just on your list of life-changing records?
that is the one.
Yeah.
I would say that's the one that definitely catapulted me for sure. Cause you know I went gold before that on an R&B song that I did, and it was, you know, it was cool, but it was kind of like, I don't know, it just wasn't it was nowhere near as big as Moonwalking in Calabasas.
Is there anything that you do in that song or throughout that process that you carry with you into making music in the future?
Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, maybe it's the flow, or, you know, just the type of beats that I choose. I don't know. I'm the type of artist, I get bored easily, kind of. Like, I don't want to make the same song. And a lot of people say, like, that's not, like, good, because most rappers got they one sound, they stick to it, they put that shit on every beat, and it works, you know? But I feel like if I'm doing the same flow, same sound, like if I make 100 Moonwalking in Calabasas, I feel like as an artist, I'm gonna get bored. You know, I'm not gonna enjoy it. I like experimenting and shit.
You just performed that at Bronny's birthday, didn't you?
Yeah.
How was that?
That was lit.
Yeah, what was like? How's that work? Does LeBron James call you? He's like, yo.
Nah, not LeBron James. I don't think LeBron James know me, for real. I shook him up and shit, but I don't think he know me. But Bronny know me. Bronny sent me the invite and shit, so.
Do you just get up on stage? Do they ask you beforehand to perform?
I was just standing by the stage. And then it was like, oh, perform Moonwalking. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh shit, you weren't supposed to perform. You were just
nah, I was not supposed to perform at all. No, that wasn't like planned or nothing. I just pulled up, and I'm like, I'm not finna stand in the back, and y'all got all these other artists on the stage. I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the stage. I go up to the stage and shit. Oh, perform Moonwalking. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, LeBron right there. Shit, what the fuck? I'm performing in front of all y'all motherfuckers there. Fuck it. Yeah.
Sick.
Do those things
cool.
Do those things ever get normal to you when you're meeting these people? Because you also have Beyonce's birthday party.
Yeah, that I feel like over the years that shit kind of like really like numb me a little bit. Like I don't fanboy no more.
Yeah.
Cause I met the motherfuckers I really wanted to meet, and it's like, okay, I can't really, you know what I'm saying? I done met the biggest, so it's like, how can I get nervous anymore? I don't get nervous about that shit no more.
But was talking to Drake different at all? Because on Bulletproof, is it Maybach or Maybach? How do people pronounce it these days?
Either way, Maybach.
On Bulletproof Maybach, you say you were at Beyonce's party and you chopped it up with Drizzy.
Yeah, that's my favorite artist.
So what was that conversation like?
It was crazy. Like I told him, I'm like, bro, you know, you the only dude I really look up to in this shit, bro. He was like, man, appreciate it, bro. Blah, blah, blah. And then he gave me his line or whatever, and then I ended up hooping with him and shit. Like the kid in me was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm playing it cool and shit. But it's like that shit was wild. I was like, damn. Cause I've been in LA for 7 years. I've been outside for like here and there. I go to all the like exclusive parties and shit. Never met him. You know what I'm saying? That was my first time ever seeing Drake. So I'm like, damn, I gotta say something to him. But it was everybody in that party. Like it was lit. I met Beyonce, Jay-Z, everybody. Like, it was amazing. I was like, damn. So when you do shit like that, you can't really get nervous to meet nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? You done met the people that kill somebody to be in like the same rooms with them people. So, you know, I don't really get nervous no more.
Elon Musk, a record that features Gunna. You admire him? Is that the truth? You also like space?
Yeah, I do. I went to space.
You went?
Yeah.
One of Blue Origin things? One of those Blue Origin things?
Suborbital.
What is that? What?
Yeah, you like float. I was floating and shit.
Wait, hold on. How much did that cost?
I think it was like 300, some shit like it was like 300,000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was dope though. It was I don't know. I don't know what came over me, but I was like really into like space and aliens and shit like that for a little minute. Still am though. It's kind of like it's just interesting to me.
So what is it? How long are you in space for?
It's like very short though. It's like intervals of like 15, 20 seconds.
Oh, interesting.
Of no gravities floating and shit.
Who's with you? Strangers, or are you like?
I actually went with my girlfriend.
Damn.
He actually went with me.
That's a
I had
date.
like a little camera crew and shit. It was cool.
How do you prepare for that?
I don't know. I guess it's like a mental thing. I didn't go in like super duper space. You know what I mean? Like I ain't going like I ain't look outside and see the motherfucking sun floating in space. You know what I mean? I ain't go that deep. But I went deep enough where a motherfucker was floating and shit. You know
That's
what I'm
sick. Yeah, deeper than most.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Probably not even like 0.1% of people have been there.
Yeah, man. You know, it was a great experience. But it was all just to embody the song. Like I was so passionate about the song Elon Musk. And, you know, at the time, like Elon Musk is all over the Twitter and everything. Like I'm just seeing I started studying him and all types of shit.
Why do you deserve a song?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, who else can inspire you more than the richest man in the world?
True.
You know, so it's like, from a businessman aspect, it's like, damn, like how do you get to that point? What is it like to be Elon Musk? To have 200 billion? What it feel like?
I mean, probably a part of it's a hassle. I can tell you that much.
If I feel like you know what I'm saying? If I feel like the struggle was better back then, I wonder what he feel like. His struggle was probably the struggle I'm in right now, since he got $1 billion and shit.
I mean, he really can't. It's probably hard for him just to leave his house.
Yeah, he can't go nowhere.
Yeah, I eat at a restaurant that he goes to all the time, and he has a very secluded. He has his own entrance and exit, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's really weird. Like he can't, you know what I mean? You can't just move around, you know.
Shit.
Also, they're tracking his like. God, fuck. Think about it.
Think about it. If I'm Elon Musk, I got the best security in the world.
No, you do. You know. So, I knew this billionaire. He has the fucking people who killed Osama bin Laden. Steve Wynn. That's his fucking team.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And they're SEAL 6 people. He has a dozen of them all the time.
Yeah, and that's good for SEAL 6. They probably getting paid so much money.
It's stupid, and they're frightening. But it's the most money.
Yeah, they shoot you in the heartbeat.
Yeah. And they're all strapped, and it's fucking nuts. Like, it's nuts.
That's what I'm saying. But out here in LA, it's like the gun laws is just so like terrible, you know? So you need somebody that's able to carry. You know, it's hard to get like a license out here and shit.
It's very scary.
Yeah.
2 things. One, you have ash on your nose. Just want to let you know that.
I have what?
Ash.
From the candle. Oh, that's so weird. That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Just didn't want people staring at that the whole time.
Whatever.
But does money change people for the worse sometimes? Because, you know, you also name drop Kanye in that song. As a billionaire, and you look at him, it's just like, what's going on there? So you ever worry about like how money could change you in a negative way?
I mean, yeah, but I don't think Kanye a good example. I think Kanye is just marketing, really.
So do I. I think he's doing it for attention. He's getting people talking, and it's working.
Sure. Like, you know, he'll hop off the internet, then hop back on.
Yeah.
Start marketing and shit. And then he drops some clothes or some shit, and then maybe a song or some shit. But I think it's just marketing. But I feel like, money definitely changed people for the worse in some ways. You know, people become super duper big headed and stuff like that. But you know, I don't know. I don't look at money like that.
How do you stay grounded and connected to what was while living a whole new life?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of life now. Like, I've been in the limelight or a public figure for at least a popular public figure for at least 6 years, 5 years. I've been, you know, decently popular. So,
does it better the art that you make? Yeah. I mean, does it better the story?
Yeah, it give you more shit to rap about glamorously, though. That's the only issue. It's like, especially in hip hop, most of the songs is talking about the struggle, you know. But it's like sometimes like I've been living so good on my own for a good minute. It's kind of hard to tap back into that. But on 9 Lives I did. But it's like sometimes it's hard to tap back into that. Cause you know I'm around the flashy shit now, so it's like that's a lot of the shit that I see, so that portrays in my music. But you know sometimes you got to go back into that kid in yourself and really rap about the bad times.
Do you get into a studio weekly? What is your workflow like?
I need to get in the studio a lot more, to be honest. I started like recording myself, and I learned how to engineer myself. But then I got a little frustrated because I don't know how to like mix and master and shit like that. It's just something that my brain just can't get right now. So,
and that's okay.
Yeah. But usually what I do is when I'm working on a project, I go somewhere, maybe like Miami or Atlanta, or I stay out here in LA and I just book a studio for like a week straight and just 12-hour days every single day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just, do you go in with notes or do you just pen shit up?
Nah, it just right then and there. Like Moonwalking in Calabasas, I freestyled that song. Freestyled it in like 20 minutes. So you never know. It's usually the songs that you make the quickest usually be the best.
Totally. What song took you the longest on this last album?
Love Myself.
Why?
So many words. You know, I like to rhyme a lot. Like I got like a pet peeve or something, like at least 2 words in each line got to rhyme for me for some reason.
Is that your flow?
Weird. Yeah, it's like my flow. Like if you listen to it, it's like 2 of the words in each line gonna rhyme with each other. So it's like when I do that, I get to a point like, damn, this shit don't rhyme. And then I gotta snap out of it and say every word didn't gotta rhyme. So then I might miss a rhyme on a word, but it'll still end up rhyming and shit. But I hand wrote that in my notes while I was on tour with Kevin Gates. And it took me a little minute. It's 2 long ass verses and everything is like meaningful. You know, it's easy to make a song when it don't mean shit.
Totally.
So it's like I had to really tap in and talk about some real shit to like really like make the song. So I had to do a little bit of thinking, a little bit of self-reflecting and shit. And
those songs may not be the biggest, but they do have maybe the most impact personally.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my personal favorite.
So the one that takes the longest is the one that matters the most.
Yeah, for sure. But the shortest ones be the ones that feel the best. So the ones that be quicker.
But feel the best meaning mainstream smash
you gotta
energy.
Think about it. A lot of songs is like lit right now and out in the world, and you know the kids are listening to it. They not really talking about too much.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? It just feels good. It sounds good. The melody feels right. The beat is bumping. It's like when you hear it, you just want to dance or some shit. You know what I mean? Or you
100%.
just want to smoke some weed or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like it gets you in a certain particular vibe. So, yeah, I feel like Moonwalking in Calabasas, I definitely was saying some real shit in it, talking about my mama struggling, paying the rent, all this other shit. But it also felt good. So that's why it was a hit.
There's a balance there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of finding both.
Yeah.
What song took the shortest to make on this album?
The shortest, I would say, Stay in My Circle.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like that's one of them vibe songs. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying a little shit in there, but it's really just about this. Let's just smoke some weed and kick it. You know what I'm saying? That's type of one of them songs. That's one of my favorite though.
You're sending a message to someone.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody in mind when you write that record, or is it general?
Kinda, in a way. I think about my girl a lot for some reason. Like
for some reason.
Yeah, cause I'm like, I mean, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying like, when I want to write a song about a girl in a positive light, I think about her and kind of just use her as like a canvas. Cause I don't want to make the whole song about her, but at the same time, like I want to use how I feel about her and apply it to my song.
Well, because then people can take that and they feel understood.
Yeah.
Related to themselves.
Yeah.
What has that relationship taught you about love?
That love can be positive. I come from a toxic place, dark place, you know, so, you know, I always felt like, you know, relationships, they last about a year, and I be, I just be getting rented for a year, leased.
That hurts.
And then, yeah, it's kind of bad, man. That was a dark statement that I just said, huh? But nah, that's how I be feeling. That's how I used to feel. But nah, me and her and shit, I just feel like, I got somebody that might fuck around and be around me for life. So, it's kind of dope.
Love can be positive.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It really does change one's outlook. It's fucking cool.
Is there a reason you guys haven't worked together yet?
She need to drop her own solo music first. But she actually had a verse on If I Want You. And it's fire. But she ain't got her own music out yet, so it just didn't really make sense. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you need to drop your own solo music, get your full impact from that shit, and then you can reach out and do features and shit,
All in due time.
Yeah.
We started this conversation by talking about how much time we have left.
Yeah.
So there's nothing but time. And by the way, to have that verse, what?
I mean, no, nothing but time.
He's 25 years old as of today.
I remember when I was 25. Next thing you know, I'm 31. Those 5 years go quick.
I feel it, but I'm about to be 31 now.
I know, you'll be 31 tomorrow.
In due time. In due time. But also having that verse between the two of you is kind of special if it never gets shared with the world.
Yeah, I listen to it still. She did her thing on it, though. If her verse was on it, the song would be 10 times bigger, for sure.
What is that like being in the studio together?
She's very, very talented.
It's crazy.
Very talented. She teach me some shit. So I'm like...
What do you learn?
I don't know, just like layering vocals and adding a bunch of shit. Like, she just be doing a bunch of different singing shit under her vocals and then just make the song just sound big as fuck. And I'm like, man, how the fuck you do that? So she kind of be like teaching me how to do this shit and shit. Because I'm not that experienced with, like, it's a few things I'm not experienced with. I can rap my ass off. I can rhyme. I can make meaningful songs. I can do all of that shit. I can make great melodies. But when it comes to like ad-libbing and layering vocals, I'm still like a beginner with that shit. Cause sometimes I layer a vocal and I don't like how it sound. You know what I'm saying? But then she'll do it and then shit sound right. So I'm like, it's just something that I just need to learn for real.
But it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And also to apply that to the types of records that you make.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be real special.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen to the album. Come on. It's not me. It's you.
It's facts.
There's a link in the description below. Final thoughts, Daniel?
Are we retiring at 1-0? Done boxing?
I don't know, man. It gotta make sense. I got offered a few matches. Like hundreds of people have been calling me out. But I'm like,
Can I be honest? Why?
Why box?
Why the fuck would you need to do that now?
I mean, I started boxing when I was like 9 years old. So I used to box when I was 9 to age 13. Won Junior Olympics, Silver Gloves, tournaments.
So do we is this like a career? Can we really do this in a real way? Like,
I don't want to be a real boxer like I want to be a real rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, being an artist is something that I'm actually genuinely passionate about. I used to be passionate about boxing, but the reason I did it was really like some bucket list shit. Like, I got to do this. Like, I'm fighting in the Miami Dolphins arena, It's like tens of thousands of people around me yelling and shit. Like, that was just like as a kid, that was like, damn, this is crazy. I'm really doing this shit. And it was one of the best moments of my life. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
But I feel like being an artist, some shit like that can really kill you. Like, a motherfucker that never press play on your music again if you get your ass knocked out.
Yeah, if you get knocked out cold, no one's taking you seriously ever again.
And when I was fighting the dude that I was fighting, I was whooping his ass or whatever, and then I got too comfortable and I opened up my guard and he punched me one time. It was one punch that he got in there, and I felt that motherfucker. I'm like, oh. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? If I fuck up, it's over. You know what I'm saying? When you get around the third round, I was so damn tired. It's like anything can happen right now. But luckily, he was tired too. So, I won that. I was whooping his ass though.
The risk is still there though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it got to make sense. It got to be less. Like, I always said, like, it got to be like a other rapper that can also, and we got to damn near have a song together or some shit. Like it can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like if you win, just in case you win, it got to come back to the music.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? It can't just be like, oh, y'all was beefing and you got your ass whoop, 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 whoop. It's just, that's just too much.
You just retire at 1-0, you and Mayweather. Two undefeated boxers.
Yeah, me and Mayweather damn near on like the same level at this point.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of him, I think of you.
Yeah, man.
Seems
Undefeated.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Listen to the album. It's not me, it's you. You have more thoughts?
No, I just got to say, the word valedictorian has not been mentioned once this entire interview. That's pretty amazing.
I didn't know that you knew that.
Yeah?
Oh, that you were
That's crazy.
valedictorian?
Yeah, I was valedictorian in high school.
I mean, I do know. Sorry. Should I have brought it up?
No, you shouldn't have brought it up. I just know every interview, your fans, and they're like, of course he brought it up. He mentioned valedictorian. And
I
like,
never bring that up. That's the thing. No, I never bring that shit up. You know, no.
The interviewer does. Or, yeah.
No, I'm saying like I never heard anybody ask me that before. I was actually valedictorian in high school.
What?
4.0.
I'm very impressive.
Did school come easy for you, or did you study your ass off for that?
Yeah, I studied. Yeah. I was actually I was like the ladies' man nerd in high school. I was the cool kid. I played politics. I became best friends with all the teachers. I was the teacher's pet in every class because I wanted to be valedictorian. Like it was more of a competitive thing for me. It was like, because we had like a list of the smartest kids or who had the best grades, and I just always wanted to be number one.
And you got there.
I got there.
Do you apply that same principle to what you're doing today?
For sure. Like I'm looking at number one. I don't want to be an underground rapper. I don't want to be have a cult following. I sell out shows and shit. But what about the motherfucker that's selling out bigger shows? I want to be him. So
on the radio, on billboards.
Mm-hmm.
Nicki Minaj just sold out on her fucking rap snacks.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm trying to get on that level.
You make a valedictorian speech?
I did.
What was that speech like?
It was very manifestational, if that's a word.
It is now.
It applies.
Yeah, it was. I said everything that I was gonna do, and I'm doing it to this day. So.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's dope.
You look the next 5 years and think like, all right, you know what you want to do by the time you're 30?
Oh man, that's sad to even fucking hear you say. The next 5 years I'm gonna be 30. What the fuck? I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I just really want to just focus on music right now. Eventually, like get into acting and shit. You know, just fuck around with that industry. But I'm just focusing. Like my life gonna revolve around entertainment and creating vibes for people and making people laugh and making people enjoy music or anything. Just entertaining the public.
Well, we're excited to watch you do it. We thank you very much for giving us your time and energy today.
For sure, man.
Really appreciate you very much.
On my birthday.
Happy birthday.
You are an incredible professional. You're here on your birthday. I mean, I have the most respect for you. That's a huge deal. Truly.
What are you doing to celebrate tonight?
Last night, my family actually threw a surprise birthday party for me. So we had a little birthday party at my crib. Everybody brought me gifts and stuff. My brother actually bought me a car.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was crazy.
What kind of car? I mean, like any car is a great car when it's free.
Yeah, it was a Corvette.
That's sick.
Casual.
Mm-hmm. Nice ass Corvette. And then I play basketball with my family. That's like one of my things I love to do. I got like a basketball court in my backyard, so I like go back there. We all just play, talk shit to each other. So that's kind of like
fun.
But tonight, you know, we could probably go out to dinner, regular shit. Probably go to the club or something.
As you're hanging out with us here today on your 25th birthday, how do you define success?
On the days that you don't want to work are the days that you should work. That sets you apart from the other people. That's why I'm here today.
I appreciate you very much.
For sure, man.
Thank you for hanging out with us. And everybody, please listen. It's not me, it's you.
Yep.
Deluxe out now as well.
Yes. Listen to it all on Amazon Music, and we're going to play records from it right now on AMP. DDG.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Woo.